Defense is a huge skill gap in NHL 26, and if you're tired of giving up goals that you feel like you shouldn't, stick around, I got you covered. In this video, we'll be breaking down the exact mechanics, positioning, and in-game reads that are going to allow you to lower your goals against and shut down your opponents. Let's get into it. First and foremost, gents, go into your settings and make sure auto backskate is turned off. With this setting off, you're going to have to manually hold LT or L2 to make your defender skate backwards. And yes, I'll admit it does take a little time to get used to this if you've never done it before. But here's the problem with auto backskate being on. It creates slow, awkward turn animations when defending the rush, and it severely limits how much control you actually have over your defender. When you turn auto backskate off, you decide when your defender backskates, when they turn, and how they angle the rush, and that control is massive. It will feel awkward at first, but I promise you 2 or 3 cup chase games focusing on holding LT while defending the rush, and it'll start to feel completely natural. The single most important mechanic you need to know defensively is how to switch to your last man back. To do this, hold down RT or R2 and then click in the right stick. When you do that, the game will automatically switch you to the skater closest to your own goalie. This is going to be huge for defending the rush, in-zone defense, and preventing odd man breakdowns. Now here's the part that a lot of people don't realize. If you're already controlling the player closest to your goalie and you use this switch, it will jump you to the second closest defender. That's going to allow you to toggle back and forth between your 2 deepest players, which is incredibly useful when you're defending a rush or reading passing lanes. If you're not comfortable with this yet, make it a priority. It's going to instantly improve your defense. Next up, poke checks. As you know, to poke check, you press RB or R1. But if you hold that button, you can execute a second poke check faster by clicking in on the right stick. This lets you get 2 poke checks off before the game starts penalizing your skater's speed and agility. Here's the key thing. After 2 pokes, stop. If you spam poke checks beyond that, the game slows your skater down significantly, and you're also way more likely to take a tripping penalty. The goal isn't to spam pokes. The goal is 1 or 2 clean pokes, reposition, and then defend again. If you ever feel like passes just go straight through your defenders, this is why. To consistently intercept passes, especially cross crease and backdoor plays, your defender's chest and hips need to be facing the puck carrier. A lot of players will defend facing north, skating up ice, which dramatically lowers interception success. Since we already turned auto backskate off, here's how to fix this. When you're holding LT, your defender is usually facing up ice. Right before the pass happens, release LT and use your left stick to aim your defender directly at the puck carrier. This squares your defender up and massively increases the chance of intercepting the pass instead of watching it ghost right through you. This is one of the biggest defensive mistakes in NHL 26. Do not chase the puck carrier behind your own net. This year, the backhand wrap is extremely effective, and more importantly, chasing behind your net leaves the slot wide open. I'm not saying you need to park all 5 skaters in front of your crease, but there's almost never a reason to abandon the slot to chase someone below the goal line. Unless you are very confident you're going to win the puck, or you clearly have multiple layers of support still protecting the slot. Through experience, you'll learn when it's safe to be aggressive below the goal line, but when in doubt, hold position and protect the middle. When defending the rush, your mindset should be simple. Protect the middle of the ice at all costs. Specifically, you want to deny the area between the faceoff dots. If you force your opponent to the outside, their scoring chances drop dramatically and the play becomes much easier to defend. But when you let them cut inside to the middle, you open up a whole menu of high percentage goals that are much harder to stop this year. Give them the boards, never give them the middle. Now let's talk about defending some of the most common scoring plays in NHL 26. First, the high zone delay. This happens when the puck carrier enters the zone, slows up, and waits for a winger to sneak behind coverage. When you recognize this starting to set up, switch to your last man back and make sure no attacker gets behind you. Simply being aware of this threat goes a long way. Another huge thing, always take a mental note of which opposing players have quick release. That ability is extremely strong this year. If someone has it, you need to play tighter gap control and be more aggressive because you don't want them getting shots off. Last but not least, let's talk in-zone defense. As a general rule, try not to pull players out of their defensive assignments. When you bring wingers too low or drag defenders too high, your AI will try to compensate and often gets confused, which leads to major breakdowns. In my strategies video, I mentioned that I start every game using collapsing and protect net. With these settings, my goal is to pressure the puck carrier, protect the middle, and identify the one-timer threat. Always look for that gray circle underneath your opponent. That's the one-timer threat. If you take away that passing lane and protect the middle, you'll be shocked how many attacks die instantly. Now, if your opponent starts scoring consistently from the outside with point shots or DDD one-timers, that's when I recommend adjusting. I like to switch to high pressure and tight point. My mentality here is simple. If I'm gonna give up a goal, I'd rather it be because my opponent actually beat me to the middle, not because they flicked up a shot from the blue line all game. And again, you'd be surprised how effective high pressure and tight point can be against players who rely heavily on outside shots. Defense wins championships and defense wins games in NHL 26. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and stick around for more high-level hut tips. I'll see you in the next one.